Living in a place like California gives me the immense pleasure of California sunshine most of the year. It does rain here occasionally. However, that brings a whole new issue on cost of living, which is not an excuse, yet it's a reality. The median home where I live is approximately $300 to $350,000. I talked to someone who just bought a home in Chicago area for $60,000. So here are 4 laws I live by before making any purchase while living in California. And it always starts with the same preamble. Does it improve my fill in the blank? If it doesn't improve one of these 4 areas, I simply say no. It's that simple. However, as the great and late Jim Rohn always said, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. So do it. Does it improve my financial health? It's a very tough question to answer. Actually, not really. Does it earn me money or does it take it away? If we go back to Rich Dad Poor Dad principle, is it an asset or a liability? It's that simple. Buying a new vehicle, or buying a vehicle in general, is a liability unless it earns you money. Period. And that doesn't mean I starve myself. Food does not earn me money, however, it's a reality. But I always ask, is buying this next thing going to improve my financial health? If the answer is no, I think really hard about whether to buy it or not. Does it improve my physical health? Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no. If the answer is no, I then think really hard about it. Gym membership. I spend 3 digits on a gym membership every month. Some people call that absolutely crazy. And if we go back a step, yes, it does not improve my financial health. However, health is a very interconnected thing. If the finances are bad, the health can be bad. It all can be a bad domino effect that I don't want to go down because I've been there before. And I know that just because it doesn't make sense financially doesn't always mean it's a hard no. Just like the gym membership example. It costs over $100. Yeah, over $100. Welcome to California. However, that does not deter me from doing it because last month I exercised over 30 times at this health club. Now, if we do $100 divided by 30 times, that's only about $3 to $4 each visit. And I have to ask myself, is $3 to $4 each visit worth it? And the answer is a resounding of course. Does it improve my emotional health? Not everything is dollars and cents, and not everything is the physical body. And I take that into account. So, sometimes I buy candy and eat it. Don't tell anybody though. Okay, you can tell people I don't care. I'm proud about that, because there has to be some type of give and take in life. You can't go 100 miles an hour the same direction 24/7 because that leads to plateauing. I've done that before in health, business, whatever it is. I go 100 miles an hour for 3-4 months, don't take a damn day off, grind, and then I hit a complete brick wall. And I don't do anything for months, or weeks usually. And that plateau is what I don't want. I want sustainable, steady growth over time. And a lot of times eating that candy gives me an emotional boost, gives me a reward after I do something enjoyable, like editing this long video. Then I give myself a small treat, a reward, and my brain begins to associate finishing important stuff with a reward. And then eventually, I don't really need the chocolate. However, it still does taste good. Doesn't improve my spiritual health. Meditating every morning doesn't really do much for physical or financial or really emotional, but it does help me ground myself in my why, and the why I wake up every morning, the why I go in front of this stupid camera. That's a dumb way to say it. Go in front of this camera all the time, edit this long video I'm about to edit, and it grounds me into why I'm doing it, because it's not just for YouTube views, for notoriety, for feeling good. It's for really educating the next people and the current generation to become better with their selves. I mean, personally developing and personally financially developing, period. If we get those in order, a lot of life can become a little more sustainable. And that's what I'm all about, sustainability over time, not a 30-day fix or a 60-day or 6-month. Just is not sustainable. None of those work, period. You always, always, always fall back into those habits that are not the ones you wanted. So I'm all about small, sustainable steps throughout time, time, time. That is where the growth is. And that's where everyone you talk to who is immensely successful in any area of life will tell you it's not an overnight thing. It takes years, years, years to get that overnight success. That's the lens I put through every purchase, and I'll be honest, these are newer revelations to me. This is not something I've been doing for a long decades at all. It's something new, and it's really helping me get really good financially, so I can actually see a little money, moolah in the bank, a couple Benjamins sitting there ready to be spent or saved. I don't know. We'll see at some point. But what do you guys do? What is a lens that you put through? What questions do you ask before you make a purchase? Those are my 4. If they don't affect my health in a positive way in those 4 elements, I simply say no, and I don't feel anything bad about it, because you may have friends, influences, who do not like those decisions. And you have to become very grounded in, and I've become very grounded in, although people may judge me for not doing this activity, not going to San Francisco and blowing $250 a night on a hotel, not going to Tahoe and doing the same thing, not going to a bar and spending $50 on a couple drinks. Again, welcome to California. Just because I don't do those things, I get judged for it. Period. You will get judged making good decisions for the future. So you have to really be okay with the delayed gratification, although many of those who are around you may do the instant gratification. And eventually, if those friends aren't the right friends, dump them. Have a DTR. Define the relationship and say, friend, this either needs to stop or this friendship will stop. And if someone doesn't respect your decision after that, again, move on. But what do you guys think? What do you do? What questions do you ask before you make a purchase? Comment below, make sure to like and subscribe to the video so we can get others on the same train, and I will see you guys pronto.